Yes. We're standing here in next to the synagogue in Weisenau. Now, the Jews, when they were expelled in 1430 from Mainz, a lot of them moved over to this part of town called Weisenau. It was a small village at the time. Today, it's incorporated in the main city of Mainz. Now, this synagogue was built in 1737. You see, and the place that you're standing on is holy soil. The synagogue was desecrated in the time of the Kristallnacht, but since it was between different neighbors here, like in a back alley, so it wasn't completely destroyed. The shell was remained, and it was restored after the war. Some very famous people that probably davened in this shul was one very famous one was the Isaac Bernays. This Isaac Bernays, he was later on he became the rabbi in Hamburg. When they came to Weisenau to invite him, he was a young scholar. He had learned by the Bavrom Bing in his yeshiva, and he was a young man of 32. And the people, when they came from Hamburg, they wanted to invite a rabbi that was also knowledgeable in secular studies, but he was had to be Orthodox. And this Chacham, they called him Chacham Isaac Bernays, which later on he was the principal teacher of Reb Shamshon Lefur Hirsch. He put set conditions that he'll come to Hamburg, but only if it would be his way. And he has the last say in the education department. But he left from here in 1820, and he was chief rabbi in Hamburg in 1850. Another famous families were here were the Gans families, and also the Metzger families. Now, if you turn over here, you'll see that this professor, rabbiner professor Leo Trepp, he was born in Mainz. He was 1938. He was taken to one of the concentration camps here in Germany, but by the help of the chief rabbi in England, he was brought to England. That's how he survived the war. And after the war, he was very instrumental here in this whole area to renovate and put in a little bit of life back into what was left of Germany. He was very instrumental in that, and his name was Leo Trepp.